Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to the podcast. Today we're diving into an important and somewhat complex topic, Transactional Data Reporting, or TDR, with a special focus on highly configurable products and the cloud SIN. These are critical areas that many contractors need to understand better, especially with upcoming changes. Let's get started.
Absolutely, it's a big topic, but we're going to break it down. We'll cover what these terms mean, how they affect you, and of course, what you need to do to stay compliant. It all kicks off in just a few weeks, so it's really important to be up to speed. Let's start with a general overview.
Right. So, TDR is all about reporting detailed transactional data, essentially line item data on pricing and purchases. And this isn't just a one-time thing, it's ongoing. The data GSA collects will help with smarter, data-driven buying decisions. It reduces overhead and supply chain costs, and ultimately helps with fair price analysis.
That's a huge shift, right? Previously, the focus was on vertical price analysis, comparing vendor prices with their most favored customer. But now, with TDR, we're looking horizontally, comparing prices across the market, which enhances competition and helps ensure fair and reasonable pricing.
Exactly, and that's the idea behind it. It's about transparency, fair pricing, and using data to improve the whole procurement process. But to get this right, contractors have to report the data correctly, which brings us to the different product categories, especially the highly configurable products and cloud SINs.
Oh yeah, these two categories are the stars of the show today. Highly configurable products are often complex items, things like modular furniture or customized IT hardware. These aren't simple products that can just be listed in a catalog. They need direct interaction between the contractor and the customer to finalize the order.
And that's why it's so tricky. These products require special handling when it comes to reporting. For instance, contractors might need to attach additional documents like bills of materials or invoices to break down the custom configurations for each order.
And let's not forget about the cloud SINs. This category covers cloud computing services, which is a broad area, everything from infrastructure as a service, IaaS, to software as a service, SaaS. And don't think it's just about the tech. These contracts can also include services like cloud migration or security management.
So both these categories, highly configurable products and cloud SINs, require a bit more finesse when it comes to reporting. There are multiple ways to report data, especially with configurable products, where you might need to track by manufacturer or product family, for example.
And this gets even more interesting when you look at the two reporting paths that are available for highly configurable products. Path A involves reporting by manufacturer or product line, while Path B involves reporting by the base configuration manufacturer part number.
Right. Path A requires you to provide detailed documentation, like a bill of materials or invoice. It's all about breaking down what was actually delivered. But Path B, it's a little simpler, as it's more about reporting the base configuration without needing to submit all those extra attachments.
Exactly. And the rules for reporting these items are set to begin in October 2025. If you're participating in TDR, your first report will be due at the end of November. But don't worry, there's a grace period until March 31st, 2026, where you won't face compliance penalties if your reporting isn't 100% perfect.
That grace period is a relief, but the key takeaway is that you'll still need to report monthly, and the goal is to get your systems up and running smoothly during that time. This grace period is essentially your buffer to get everything in line.
That's right, A. And once the grace period ends in 2026, the GSA will start tracking compliance more strictly, especially for new participants. So, the sooner you get familiar with the system, the better.
Speaking of getting familiar, what resources are available for vendors to make this process easier? There's quite a bit of support out there.
For starters, there's the FAS SRP, which is the Sales Reporting Portal contractors will use to submit their data. Plus, there are guides and templates available to make it easier to report accurately. Vendors can also visit the GSA's Vendor Support Center for answers to common questions and detailed instructions on how to handle their data reporting.
And there's also the Interact page, right? That's a great place to go for up-to-date information, FAQs, and recorded training sessions. If you haven't signed up yet, I definitely recommend it.
Absolutely. It's all about staying informed, especially as the process evolves. And GSA is making it easier for you by offering detailed step-by-step guides on things like submitting a modification to opt into TDR. It's all laid out there.
For those wondering about the TDR timeline, it's really important to keep an eye on key dates. For example, if your modification is approved by September 30th, 2025, your participation in TDR will kick off on October 1st, 2025. After that, it's monthly reporting starting with October's data, which is due by the end of November.
And if you're a contractor who doesn't yet have a TDR-eligible SIN, you'll want to check the lookup table on the GSA site. It's important to verify whether your SIN qualifies, especially since some service SINs are now part of the TDR requirement as well.
It's clear that TDR isn't just about understanding a few rules, it's about making sure your entire reporting system is set up properly, but with the right resources and a bit of time to adapt, it's definitely manageable.
It's all about staying proactive and making use of the resources available. As we wrap up today, we want to encourage everyone to review the materials, get involved with the resources, and prepare for the October 2025 start. The more prepared you are, the smoother the transition will be.
So, to all the contractors out there, make sure you're clear on which categories apply to you. Highly configurable products, cloud SINs, or even the services you provide. Check the dates, understand the reporting paths, and take full advantage of the grace period to get everything in place.
And don't forget, you're not alone in this. The GSA team is there to support you throughout the process. So, if you ever feel stuck or confused, there's plenty of help available.
That's all for today's podcast. We hope you found this conversation helpful as you prepare for the upcoming TDR changes. Stay tuned for more updates, and thanks for listening.
Thanks, everyone. Stay ahead of the curve, and good luck with your reporting.
A special thank you to MarketUS.com for furnishing us this information.
Here's a question. How do we contact them?
Good question. You can reach them at MarketUS.com or call them at 954-636-3232.
Before we go, this deep dive was created by the MarketUS.com team.
Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
Good point. It's right below the subscribe link.
Thanks for watching. I'm Nancy, your AI avatar. If you like this podcast, you can get one for yourself based on a website, YouTube video, or any source. Contact me to get a customized quote for your content. See you soon.